Okay, this class is going to be pretty much focused on core, so a little bit advanced core. Give it a go, see how you go. So we're going to start on our backs and just bring your arms out to the side. Just give your knees a little rock from side to side, just to kind of warm up the spine a bit. And then we're going to start so nicely with the 100. So we're going to bring our knees into our chest, hug yourself up, curling up, trying to squish your back down and start to pump those arms up and down. Breathing in for 5 breaths and then out for 5 breaths. So you can stay here or you can bring one leg out long. Keep it breathing. Awesome. If you've got the single leg, let's swap legs. Really trying to curl up as much as you can. Keep those breaths happening. And then if it's there, let's go both legs long. Hold that nice dish shape, pressing your back down into the mat. Keep it breathing. Nice work. We'll just warm up those abs the best way ever. Nice work. Keep pumping. I reckon that's probably about 80, 90, and 100. We're going straight into single leg stretch. So one knee comes in and then switching and switching. Really trying to pull that knee all the way into your chest. Find that stretch. Awesome. We're going for another 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go both knees in, both legs long, hands coming over your head. Coming all the way back, all the way long, and coming back. Nice big deep breaths. Squish that back down. Awesome. Let's go for another 3 and 2. Last one. Bring it all the way in. One leg up to the ceiling, other leg out long. Give it a little pull and then switch. Single straight leg stretch and switch. Find that stretch, so find the split where you can. Awesome. Beautiful. Let's go for 2 more. And then both legs up to the ceiling, hands behind your head. We're going straight legs down to the mat, straight legs lifting up. Always the option here to bend the knees, tap the toes down, lift them back up. I challenge you to keep them straight. Try and squish your back down. Nice big deep breaths. Let's go for another 3 and 2. Last one, we're going into crisscross, bending one knee, opposite elbow to knee, and switch, and switch. Try and find that twist as much as you can. Get that elbow past your knee. Awesome. Let's go for another 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Nice work. Have a little second. Let your knees go from side to side. And then we're going to light everything long. So arms long, legs long, coming into the roll up. So hands up to the ceiling. We're rolling all the way up, reaching for your toes. Little stretch. And then rolling all the way back down. Hands coming over your head, lifting up, rolling up, reaching for your toes, and coming all the way back down. Beautiful. Option to stay here with your arms coming up over your head, or you can pop them behind your head, A little bit more challenging to roll all the way up. Head back your knees and then control it back down. And rolling up. So you're using less momentum. Those tummy muscles have to work to pull you up. Head butting your knees and coming all the way back down. We're going one more here. Rolling all the way up, try and keep those elbows wide and all the way back down. All right, I just need to shuffle forward on my mat. We're going to come into the rollover. So arms by your side, legs are lifting up to the ceiling. You're going to press into the mat, bring your legs up and over your head, and then slowly rolling back down. Legs are coming out to a 45. I want you to curl up, find that 100 shape. Then you're popping your head back down, bring them back over your head. And then rolling back down nice and slowly. Wait till they're at the 45 and then curl up. Find that 100 shape, coming back down. Beautiful. We're rolling down, find that 100 shape. Perfect. And then we're going to roll back over and hold it there. You're going to press your hands into the mat, spike your legs up to the ceiling, find your candlestick. Then you're going to fold back over, tap your feet to the mat, lift them back up. And then tap them back over, lift them back up. So you're trying to get as high as you can. Think body in one straight line as you come into that candlestick. So you're trying to get your feet over your hips. Get as high as you can. You should feel those tummy muscles working pretty hard to get you there. Let's go for another 3. And 2. Last one. And then we'll slowly roll all the way down. Pop your feet on the mat. Have a little second. Maybe your knees go from side to side. And then we're going to roll onto our side for me. So we'll face the camera. And we're just going to keep your elbow on the mat. Top leg straight, bottom legs bent. And we're just going to press up into a half side plank. So I want you to keep that top foot, so mine's my left, pretty planted on the mat. And we're just going to see if we can lift up this bottom knee and then let it go again. Lift up the bottom knee, let it go again. Let's just go for 10 here. If you can't quite lift it up, that's okay. Just see if you can maybe hold yourself up. Maybe you find your side plank, and that might be a good place for you. But if you can do the tapping, we're getting that nice inner thigh work there too. I don't know how many this is, probably about 10. And then we'll come all the way down. Now we're going to pop ourselves up onto our hand. Come all the way up into our side plank. And maybe this is good for you. Maybe you hold it here. If you're coming with me, we're going to pop the top hand behind your head. We're going to see if we can bring this bottom knee to elbow and then kick it back behind. Bring bottom knee to elbow, then kick it back behind. So we're finding a little twist and a crunch in that side plank. If you're feeling really spicy, don't let that bottom foot touch the mat at all. So it's kicking back to a hover and then coming back. Kicking back to a hover, knee to elbow. Let's go for another 5. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Ooh, pop your foot back down, find that side plank, reach it up to the ceiling, and let's just hold it here. So trying to pretend like someone's pulling this top hip all the way up to the ceiling. Nice big deep breaths. We're holding for another 5. And 4. See if you can lift a little higher. 3, 2, and then we're slowly lowering all the way down to the mat. Nice work. We're going to come back onto your bottom. This time you're going to bring your forearms down onto the mat. Knees are coming into your chest. You're just going to windscreen wiper the knees from side to side, finding that little rotation. And we're really trying to keep a round back here. So you're trying to think belly button to the mat. Option to stay here, or we're going for a straight leg tick-tock. So straight legs come over, then they come back. Straight legs come over and come back. Awesome. And then let's see if we can draw a circle. So you're bringing them over to one side, bring them in front, circling them all the way around, and then back the other way. Reformers in the way, circling them around, coming back. So still trying to keep that nice round back as you move the legs, trying to get them as low to the mat as you can when you circle them. And then those lower abs are working. Let's go one more in each direction. Nice. And then we'll pop the legs down, sit all the way up, reach for your toes. And then we're going to come into corkscrew. So same leg movement, but with our rollover. So we're coming all the way down, lying on your back, legs come up to the ceiling, rolling your legs over your head. Feet come one way, butt goes the other. And then as you roll down, you're going to circle the legs around and come back up the other way. And then legs come over, circle them around, come back up the other way. And you're trying to draw the biggest circles that you can. Nice. If you want a little bit more, let's add in that jackknife. So your legs are coming over your head, you jackknife up, find the candlestick. Then you can do the little twist here. So butt goes one way, legs come down to the side, and then you're coming all the way around, lifting back up. Find the jackknife, twist, lowering down, big circle all the way around, coming up, find the jackknife, one more each side, lowering down, big twist, all the way up, jackknife, last one, twist, rolling down, circling around, and find that jackknife, and then we'll see if you can keep your legs there for as long as you can as you roll down. So you're trying to keep them above your hips. Woo, and come all the way down. Nice work. Let's roll onto the other side. So whatever side you went on before, we're going forearm on the mat, top leg straight, bottom knees bent. And we're just going to pick ourselves up and see if we can go bottom knee to top knee, lower it back down. Bottom knee to top knee, lower it back down. So again, if this doesn't feel good for you, you can just try and find your side plank and then drop the knee down. Side plank, drop the knee down. If you can hold it and tolerate it, we're trying to lift and lower that knee. So there's a lot of work through the side of the body. Great oblique work, shoulder, inner thigh. Let's go for another 3. And 2. Last one. Come all the way down. We're going to pop ourselves up onto your hand. Come all the way up. Find your side plank. Top hand comes behind your head. And then we're finding the little twist, stepping it back. Finding the twist, opening that elbow back up to the ceiling. Seeing if you can get as much rotation and then back to the side plank. If it's there for you, you're trying to hover that foot off the mat the whole time. Keep it lifted. Beautiful. Let's go for another 4 and 3, 2, and then let's hold that side plank. Reach your arm up to the ceiling. Pretend like someone's pulling that hip up, looking up. Nice big deep breaths. Let's hold for another 5 and 4, 3, 2, and come all the way down. Nice work. Let's come around onto all fours. Just sit back on your heels for a second, and then we'll stretch out the tummy muscles. So just bring hips to the mat, looking up at the ceiling, and then coming all the way back. Butt to your heels, coming forward, looking up. Maybe you look over one shoulder, back at your heels, and then the other side, and then coming back. And then we're going to come into some forward planking. So we're coming up, we're going to tuck the toes under, come up into your plank, and let's just go for some rocks here. So you're rocking forward, rocking back, trying to hold that nice straight line. This can be done on your forearms if you need to. So just find that plank shape. Make sure your pelvis is tucked, bottom's tucked. Let's go for another 3 and 2. Last one. And then we're going to find a bit of balance here. So we're going to lift the left foot off the mat. See if you can hold it there. Pop it back down. Let's lift the right foot off. So everything else is staying nice and still. We're going one more time. Left foot reaching up. Bring it back down. Right foot reaching up. Bring it back down. Drop the knees. Sit back for a second. Give it a little shake out. Now we're going to try the arms. So coming back into your plank. You might need to bring your hands a little bit closer together underneath your shoulders. And we're going to see if we can reach the left hand out in front of you. And then pop it back down. And then reach your right hand out in front of you. And pop it back down. So with the arms, you kind of shift your body weight a little bit, but try not to drop it too much. So you want to try and keep pretty centered. Your feet might need to come a little bit further apart to help you balance. Other arm. And then let's come down. Have a second. Bring your hands together. Roll them together. Then let's try for the arm and leg. I might fall over. So coming back into our plank. Make sure you've got a nice sturdy plank, so feet are a little bit wider apart. Hands probably a little bit closer. And then let's go right foot up to the ceiling. See if you can bring that left hand up to the ceiling. Find something still to look at, then bring them back down. Left leg lifts, right hand lifts. Find something still to look at. Nice. And then let's swap them over. So you're lifting, find your balance, come back down. Lifting, find your balance, come back down. Trying to keep nice and still through the rest of your body. One side might feel easier than the other. That's totally normal. Beautiful. Let's go one more each side. And then I want you to hold the plank. We're going to hold it. So let's go left foot reaching up, right hand reaching forward. And let's hold for a count of 5. And 4, 3, 2, and swap it over. Other one reaches up, find the balance, and we're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the feet down, knees down, sit back on your heels for a second. We've got one more exercise here, little twisty plank. So we're coming down onto your forearms, you can hammer fist. Coming back into that plank, we're just gonna let our hips drop down to the mat, come back through the middle. Down to the mat, back through the middle. Nice twist through the core, holding everything else nice and stable. Awesome. And you can try and get as low to the mat as you can, and then just coming back through the center. So try not to pike up too much. Awesome. Let's go for another 6. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down. Sit back on your heels. Have a little moment. Stretch those arms forward. Nice work. And then we're just going to come into a little bit more of a puppy stretch. So your bum's lifting, and then walk your hands out. So you get kind of a stretch through your shoulders a little bit. And then just bring both hands over to one side of your mat. And then rock yourself over to the other side. And you kind of get a stretch through your arms there. After that, planking. And then walk your hands over to the other side. Shuffle your butt over that way. Kind of get a stretch through the side of your body. Nice big deep breaths. And then we'll come back on to all fours, and let's just stretch it out with a little back bend. So hands to your top of your bum. Reach your hips forward and just look back. Stretch out those tummy muscles. And then chin to chest. Sitting back, and that's us. Have a little second, or come all the way up. Give it a little shake out. Nice work. Well done.